What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Draco-Beamn. Just wanted to do a quick little review on the Hellcat Pro Comp. I think it's been on the market for about 3 to 4 weeks now. I got it on the release date and had it customized probably within the first week or so, however long it took for my parts to get there or whatnot at the crib. But anyway, just wanted to give my take on it and how I feel about it. You might want to tune in for this. Of course, we clear. No rounds in the chamber. I pretty much dressed mine up in Tyrant Tactical. I don't know if you can see this, but I pretty much dressed mine up in Tyrant Tactical clothes. I thought that was pretty dope. I do like the gold and the black. It just, to me, it kind of just meshed well together. And then for the red dye, of course, I used the Cat Pro by Sealy, and I just think, you know, just on the sidebar, I just think they're pretty dope. Definitely on the up and coming on the optics. I did have a bad experience at some point in time with the Sealy, the Bear, and I had put it, actually, which is crazy, I actually put it on my Echelon. And so I had ordered 2 of them, and then the front glasses just kind of flew off while I was at the range or whatnot. So since then, I kind of just backed up from them altogether, but then some just told me to click on there when I was on Amazon, so I just checked them out to see what, you know, just to see how they progress or whatnot. And I must say that I'm truly impressed. I'm actually truly impressed on how this build turned out. Definitely with the capacity, with the mag, 17 rounds. You still do get that texture, which is pretty much offered along the lines of, you know, just Springfield in general, from the Echelon down to, you know, just a regular Hellcat. And I do like that texture as it feels, but once you grip it, you definitely get a good hold on a firearm, or great real estate and stuff like that, because of the grip is long as well. So I just thought this was dope altogether. I did put the Enforce light on there. Definitely one of the best weapon lights in my fair view, in my opinion, when it comes to firearms altogether. Of course, the barrel is comped, is ported, and as well as the slide, you know what I'm saying? So it's just dope. The trigger, see, for me, I always ultrasonic clean my firearms when I first get them. I always take them apart, and with the power of technology, just like that, we got to take it apart. So anyway, it's one thing that I strongly should suggest when it comes down to your firearms, is to definitely clean your weapon when you first get it. There's a lot of gunk and factory oil side of it that can make your trigger extremely gritty, which is why we have that, what they call a 500 round to 1,000 round break-in period. I promise you, if you take your firearm apart completely, definitely if it's something as simple as, like, you know, a Glock or something like that, start with Glocks, because they're extremely easy to manipulate and take apart. Take it apart, clean it, and also polish your internals. So by doing so, you still may require like a break-in period, but I promise you, you would not have nearly as much hiccups if you polish all of your internals. And just look how beautiful that is all the way through. And so I just basically took it apart, because I had to anyway. So definitely when you in the space of just kind of like customizing your firearms, you're gonna have to take it apart regardless. You know what I'm saying? So once you take it apart, anything the metal on metal that touches one another, and I'm not saying disassemble your trigger housing completely, but I am saying leave it in the housing, because sometimes it can be strenuous and a pain in the ass to basically, you know, put back together or whatnot. Definitely if you're not familiar with it. But if you are familiar with firearms and it's Googleable or it's YouTubeable, wait a minute, is that a word? It's a word today. Damn. Shout out to the gang. Take it apart, polish it, and I promise you, your trigger will be much more smoother. You will alleviate the grittiness, and it just makes, you know, overall for a better experience in my fair view. Some may argue to differ, but it's my life, not yours. I'm just only giving the best advice that I can give based off of the knowledge that I have. I've been shooting firearms since I was 17 years old. I served 12 years in the military. I retired from the Army. I got 3 combat tours. I'm only saying all of that to say that I'm gonna always give good quality advice and direction. So I took it apart. Everything is polished. And for the record, Springfield is actually pretty good at like polishing some of their internals and stuff, definitely with the echelon, which is kind of like what separates Springfield from a lot of other manufacturers, that they take a lot of good time and quality when it comes down to just, you know, the machining, the polishing. And a lot of manufacturers just, they skip past that and they say, well, oh, you know, we're gonna have a break-in period, it's gonna wear off anyway. Yeah, but it's gonna be ugly on the inside. Like everything that I do to my firearms is pretty practical, but it's also like, it's functional. Like it serves a purpose. It's not just for aesthetics. You see what I'm saying? You did that, Mac. So, you know, just take that with a grain of salt, just a little bit of advice. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put this back together, and then I'm gonna just rack it a couple times. And I just want to show everybody, like, by doing so, and you add just a little bit, a couple drops of gun oil, how smooth your firearm would then be. And so for like demonstration purposes, P gang, like peep this. Very crisp break, not much over travel. Not, it's really no over travel in the trigger altogether, right? We tried again. So it does feel a little bit of spongy, but it's really clean and it's crisp. And look how smooth my slide is. No grittiness, no friction. It's metal on metal, and it's like rocking the boat. You did. Shout out to Aaliyah. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, it's just overall phenomenal firearm. And so I'm gonna be honest though. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like when I took it to the range for the first 3 sessions, now mind you, I didn't put at least 2,000 rounds to the firearm, right? I was not accurate at all. That's why I'm not even posting a video of me shooting it, because I have yet to even master the firearm in general. You know what I mean? Now, what I mean by accurate, I mean like if I'm aiming at the middle of the dot, I would probably have to aim 4 inches to the right or left if I'm trying to hit center mass. I adjusted the optic, and oh, shout out to Hollowson, right? Because originally I had the EPS carry on here. Let's sidebar real quick. Originally I had the EPS carry on this junk, right? And for some odd reason, I developed like specks on the inside of the glass. It was almost like it was like liquid on the inside of the glass. And then, so I took my, like, it's an electrics, it sprays air out, right? And it's just electric, right? It's almost like a hair dryer, but it's for electronics. Blew the air or whatever around the optic, and the optic just stopped working. So today actually I got the Cat Pro by Sealy, right? And also I did one thing that I did do, because that U notch, I think it was the U notch that was just kind of really throwing me off. And so I did replace the sights. And I actually forgot the name of the sights for these. I'm sorry. I definitely forgot. But since this is gonna be pre-recorded, I'll just, you know, drop it. All my parts I'll drop link in the descriptions, whatever, right? And so just for the part list, whatever, you know, give me 100 comments and I promise you I'll drop everything. And all the sights, because it's really hard at times. Well, not so much for this firearm, but like for Glock, it's hard, like it's hard parent tyrant tactical parts on that bitch. It's like, it's hard to just one-stop shop. Like sometimes you gotta outsource and go from one site to another site to like pair your color together, your colorway, whatever scheme you got going on for your weapon. And so that's why I decided to just go with the black and gold. I think this is just a phenomenal firearm altogether. I think it's fire. It's fire. I love this build. Super dope, easy to carry. Racks, trigger. And a lot of people were saying like, it was a slightly longer, like a slightly longer reset, which is to be expected, considering that this is an EDC, like this is an everyday carry. So you gonna carry this all day. You do want to have some type of safety precautions on there or whatnot, and it shoots flat, So I will be doing a comparison probably in the next couple of days. I will probably do a comparison between this and the P365 SID macro that I do have as well. I haven't shot it in quite a long time. I kind of been straying away from SID, but maybe in the future, like, I get back into the Siggies or whatever. But I fuck with the Siggies. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with the Siggies, but I had like 4 or 5 of them. But it's just, I don't know. It's just something about them. I don't know. Like, it's not even aesthetic wise. I think is what it is. That central control unit, and just kind of how the trigger breaks on there, and it's just not as traditional, a traditional crisp sounding break, feeling break, as you would with any other striker fire polymer firearm. So that's just my take on it. Yeah, I think it's dope. I really do. Is it a copper drop? I say this isn't life changing. Like, this isn't one of those you gotta have it. Everybody like the Glock 19. Like, every household should have a Glock 19 on their jump in their house. But I will say that it's worth the purchase. You know what I mean? Like, it's lightweight. You do get that window that definitely kicks up some carbon or whatever once you shooting and stuff like that. And it does kind of hit your lens or whatnot. But it's to be expected. You're gonna get a little bit of blowback. I mean, for any no diddy, from anything that's poured in, then they have that window for the round indication window. So I just think it's a fire ass firearm. I really do. And so I'm excited that I got my optic. I am gonna post a video and just give my take on, like, how do we smooth things over moving forward with the accuracy. I don't think it's a Springfield problem. I think it's a me problem. Like, every firearm you're not going to be the best at, you know what I'm saying, when you train on it. So that's why I train weekly, 3 to 4, 5 times a week. I can maintain my skill and stay sharp all together though. But shout out to Springfield for this. I love this build. I'll give you guys another look at this jump. It's fire. It's fire. I was having a little bit of trouble with the takedown leather, but it's crazy is what I figured out is that you shouldn't have the mag in there. It's just like a lot of pressure and tension is what I really meant. That's on the springs and stuff like that when you're taking it apart or whatnot. But I just actually just figured that out. So other than that, like, I have no complaints with this. I'm gonna train with it. I will be doing my comparison video once again. I just want to invite everyone. I'm really pursuing, like, doing this full time as far as like creating content, creating great quality content. I put thousands of dollars into my setup. I've spent thousands of dollars on firearms, and just really sharpening my skill and my knowledge so I can give everyone accurate information, unbiased reviews when it comes to product, parts, firearms, weapons, knobs. Like, I love to train, period. You did. So I put a lot of time and effort into this. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Everything will continue to progress. I pray that everyone stays blessed, stay legally dangerous, and always keep it sexy. Glee!